in between things.
Yes, but there's stuff in outer space. So there's too much of it, but it's not bad.
I mean,
If it's infinite, it's still too much.
No, it's not true.
no,
That's
it's just
assuming.
constantly
That is.
expanding.
But it's still too much.
Why is it too much? What about it makes it too much?
Too much is like there has to be like a limit, and then it's like
No. Too much means there has
much.
too much means above the tolerable limit. If the universe was to double in size right now, my life on this planet would not change most likely. And
Neither would
so,
that, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Most
So
likely.
well, because I don't fucking know. Maybe that space all expands inside of me, and I'm dead. Fuck if I know, Johnny. This is a fucking theoretical conversation.
Is
The
this
point
the
being-
pre-show today?
I guess so. I guess this is the
You better be
pre-show.
fucking recording. Anyway, continue. Sorry for interrupting. I had
So like Brooks was saying about ever expansion.
yeah.
Before he was so rudely interrupted again.
I have to do it.
Brain. Point being, if there's not too much space, there's just more of it. Too much is not defined by a lack of upper limit. It is defined by a lack of upper tolerance.
Or upper lipping.
I'll give you a stiff upper lipping.
Trying to think. There's something. There is something. I don't know what it is.
Wait, you move me
There's
Is it
something.
something when you wake up?
in the morning.
When you wake up next to him?
I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. You, baby, yeah.
This season, you.
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 I wonder what
This
he means by
season.
that.
I don't know.
Oh man,
Anyway.
you need to lecture yourself.
Are we ready yet?
You need to lecture yourself on Dragon
I
Ball
don't
Z.
need to read. See, I've seen all of it except. Yeah, I've seen all of it.
Then how do you not know every time we mention it?
I've only seen it once, you fucking idiot. I don't remember everything.
Dude, you know what sucks? Is I don't know if you noticed, but on YouTube they've been releasing a series of behind the scenes on it.
Have they
And
really?
it's just yeah. It's on like episode 9 right now. They're going through every episode. And it just kind of pisses me off though.
Oh, why? Wait, what?
Because they canceled it because they're pussies, and then they're doing this to milk some funds out of it.
Well, they have to cancel it for licensing issues.
No. They were getting tired of fighting for it, but they kept winning their fights because they were doing it in a legal way. They just kept being pushed on it, and they weren't making any money off it. So I get it, but the real reason they said they canceled it for good is because they couldn't think of a good script for the Boo era or the BoJack movie.
No, I totally agree because the Boo saga isn't interesting. It's never been interesting.
That's
and then
not
for Super,
true.
it's
That
like
is definitely not
Super's
true.
GT's too easy.
That's
What else they said.
That's not, but
No,
check
it
it out.
is totally true.
Dude,
about
Seger,
Boo
calm the fuck down. You're talking shit that doesn't matter. All that matters is what they talked about was the Boo and the BoJack movie. BoJack movie, I get it. They already made him a pirate. They would run out of ideas. I actually can see that one. The Boo saga, they could have done something. They pussied out because they were scared of fucking losing their own fucking vibe. Big facts.
I don't. No, I need to see proof of that then because I'm pretty sure I read an article. I don't know where it was, but they said about the GT one. I'm bringing this up because they did. It's too easy. It's too easy to make fun of because it's not canon. And then for the Boo saga, it's boring.
Boo saga is canon. I don't know what
Yeah, it's boring though. It has a terrible.
That's not what they
villain.
said at all. They said they couldn't think of anything that they weren't liking the script. They didn't say it was boring.
I don't know if it's boring.
You can back it all you want. Like I will look up the article they released when they fucking canceled the show.
And you do that, and let me read
I'm
it.
not going to. I already know what it is. I know you will if I bother you enough about it.
Yeah. Anyway, are you done setting up yet? What the fuck are you doing?
Trying to fix some shit. Jesus Christ.
Hurry the fuck up! It's already 9:46. Damn it.
All right. Well, wait.
Wait.
They already made BoJack a pirate.
Yeah, they did it. Lots of jokes. It was like the SpongeBob sounding pirate.
Then
they were originally good.
Why didn't they just go through with it? They were basically there.
Because Johnny, essentially, like the movie would have been probably about a half hour long. Because that's usually about their movies are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I could actually see that bit being tired of the entire thing. Yar, I'm a pirate. Yar. You know what I mean? I could actually see that, especially when they're already tired from other shit. I could see that getting old. Do I think they could have made a movie? No, they could have made a movie. But I'm saying that one, I can give them that. Actually, I will you know what I mean? Okay, I can see the mentality.
I see that.
I do think they could have, but it's a bit that could get tired. Makes sense.
Well, let me start this off by saying welcome to the For the Geeks podcast for what's the date today? It's been such a long week.
September 22nd,
September 22nd.
2022.
Thank you.
It's December already?
No, September.
September.
September 22nd for 2022.
Yep.
A fine
I can't believe I missed
Thursday.
Thanksgiving.
A fine Thursday here on planet Earth. I am your host, Jonathan Miranda, and as you can tell, I have been working 2 jobs and tired as shit. I am joined today by the Prince of All Saiyans, the master of his own fucking hype, Seger.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? It's been a while.
And
Woo.
I am also joined today by the indomitable spirit, he who shall be named, the one, the only, Mr. Halfway Brooks 420. Jesus Christ.
I am speaking to you from another realm. My voice is all that it carries. What's up, Goose?
I am a disembodied cat today.
My camera shall be on once I find my light switch.
Oh man! And watch, as soon as the camera goes on, it's gonna fuck everything up.
Yep, basically.
Okay, then I'll leave it off. I will communicate from the spirit realm for the rest of this conversation.
It is set up correctly. Like, we're in the boxes, but the thing is when it opens up when you open up your camera, I don't know if it's gonna switch our positions. So if it's switching
I
our positions,
understand, Johnny.
we're
I
all just
remember.
gonna-
I understand.
We're gonna hit the
Yeah.
clockwise real quick.
That's okay, baby.
The clockwise?
Yeah.
The fuck does that
Clock is
mean?
wise.
The fuck does that mean?
It means
Is the
you
clock
hit
also
clockwise.
orange?
You hit the clock.
We're not gonna turn. It just shifted to the side.
You shift to the right. And right now we're in an inverted triangle, and if we hit the clockwise, I go
Johnny.
down, you go right, Brooks goes up.
You
At
don't
what
know
point do we
that.
cha-cha real smooth?
Huh?
At what point do we cha-cha real smooth?
We cha-cha real smooth right now because you're listening to the podcast, and thank you all for tuning in.
We have a new format.
We have
Tell
a
me
very
about
new
that.
format. Yes. So over the last couple weeks, me and Seger have been talking, and we have decided to move the podcast into a weekly format. So that means once every week, you're going to be getting a For the Geeks podcast, which is basically just going to be us kind of bullshitting and talking about everything else that happens during our daily lives. It's literally just going to be like a talk show. We're just going to get together and hang out and fuck around for about an hour or two.
Yeah.
It's still going to have like a good emphasis on geeky things and all that stuff, but it's basically just going to be us talking, which seems to be pretty funny for most people. So, I mean, I can't see how this could go wrong.
It can go wrong if you have nothing to talk about, which can happen. So,
but we're going to continue doing the Gamecast every other week. So that means we're going to have more content, which means we're going to be pumping on all 4 cylinders here, baby. Every 2 weeks, you will get 2 episodes, one of a podcast and one of a Gamecast. And every week, you will get 1 episode of podcast. So please look forward to that, because I have some embargoed information that I can't fucking talk about right now that I'm actually really excited for, because it looks really fucking sick, and I have to go finish working on it after I finish recording this. So I'm super excited
today.
Keep an eye
I'm so out of the loop that I'm like worse than the people listening.
No. This is like embargo information I literally got 30 minutes ago.
No. I'm just saying where I'm standing on it. I understand you. I'm saying I'm so out of the loop, I don't even know what's going on.
Well, we have a Discord where we talk about things, but no one ever talks in it.
Yeah, that's not true.
I fucking post in there.
Read everything, and nothing's been posted for the last 2 episodes, and also about anything you're talking about. Real talk.
Yeah, well, yeah, we didn't bring that up. So yes, that's fair. That's fair. This is hot breaking news items. This is hot shit.
Hot. That's hot. I'm getting sweaty over here. Real sweaty. Yeah, a little bit, but you know what?
If you're watching us, thank you very much for watching us on YouTube, because our YouTube
analytics have you should watch. It's cooler.
Ever since we released that Gigabash review, nothing has gotten anything close to the views that we got on that. Well,
I know.
No, Jack's reel of him falling off the ledge in Little Nightmares has gotten some pretty good views. That shit got mad numbers on freaking Instagram. I haven't even gone back to check
Instagram. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We've gotten good impressions through Instagram.
I think
reels. And
that's because of their algorithms better than YouTube.
Yeah.
For those.
I've been thinking, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Brooks, but I've been thinking maybe we should do the streams on YouTube now, but I'm not sure yet. I would like to have a meeting about it and talk about it.
I've been putting out videos constantly about ways that YouTube is busted in our favor.
No, exactly. That's why I started watching more of the videos, and I saw some cool things, and I kind of want to try them out and see how it works. And
they work exactly. Me and Poncho were fucking around with it, and like even though there's literally just 4 people doing it, we busted it, and it works exactly like it says it works.
Well then, I would like to experiment with it and try it out. see how it works for us.
Can I experiment with you?
Oh, of course you can.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm losing my virginity.
wherever you're listening from, if you're listening on your favorite podcast service or something, like Spotify, something like Apple Podcasts, something like Amazon, something not like Google Podcasts, because Google Podcasts sucks fucking ass, and somebody in this group should not have tried to get us to use it because it takes a week for shit to update.
No,
But
it takes
thank
2
you.
days.
Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the show, please give a like, give us a follow, turn on those notifications so you can know exactly when they post, even though these are going to post every Friday anyways. But
Yes,
it'll be good to be able to be in the loop, unlike
It's good-
everyone else
good
in
to
this chat.
practice.
Yep.
Today, we're going to talk about
Oh,
something
got serious.
that really, 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 really sucks. And that
Anyone else notice an ominous tone shift?
President.
That is the lack of sleep. No, we're never getting political in anything in this
I
podcast.
know.
No politics.
Dude,
No politics.
don't-
No.
I just had yelled around
nothing.
about that. We'll talk.
No.
We tried to one up Brooks with that
We're
because
not.
our first podcast, he was like, "So the word Ukraine," and we're like, "No."
Yeah, that was awesome.
Flashback to episode 5.
So to start us off, war in Ukraine.
You know what?
I was like, that's like, we were talking about Brooks. I was like, all right, going hardcore politics shift.
Oh
No.
my god. That's a callback. That's a callback right there.
I'm actually impressed. Seger remembers something about me. I'm touched, even like in the heart.
Yeah, no problem.
Where
Who
else are you
cares?
touched?
Well, what rating is our podcast?
R.
It's 18 plus, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
the
Oh,
algorithm
okay,
is gonna
sexually.
count the words that we talk. Oh.
It's not like
So-
we're being copious about fucking sex,
Ooh,
so it doesn't
copious.
matter.
We're gonna
Ugh.
talk about our lives and how fucking
Yeah.
tired I am. I started a second job this last
Yeah,
week,
so
and
you
I've-
go rattle out.
I've been fucking dying, but it's so cool. It's like IT stuff, so it's like really helping me learn networking, coding,
Nerd
all that
shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. But I'm tired as shit, dude. I'm so tired.
You
I gotta
are.
wake
You
up
don't
super
sound
early
tired.
tomorrow.
You're the.
Well,
What the
'cause
fuck
I'm
is super
cracked out.
early?
I drank so much coffee today.
You're not
I'm
supposed to say
drinking
cracked
amounts
out.
Johnny,
of
stop
coffee that
being
my
cracked
doctor-
out.
I'm
I-
drinking amounts of coffee that my doctor would frown upon right now.
I wish coffee did that to me. It just puts me the fuck to sleep.
Hey, you just gotta take a caffeine deficit. Stop drinking caffeine for like.
No,
2 or
dude,
3
it works
weeks.
inversely on me. It always has. What gets me energy is the natural high that hits me later in the day, like around 2:00. Then I wake the fuck up.
That sounds like caffeine.
No,
No,
it's a natural. It's like your second wind. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's. I get what you're talking about. I get what you're talking about.
Yeah.
For me, I get a lot of energy like about like day 2 when I haven't slept. That's my second win. I just get loopy and make a lot of cool music and just get really weird.
Speaking of music, how's that copy of Ableton been working for you? Good.
Yeah, no, it works fine. I have not done much on it. I have that bad habit of every time I unhook my studio to go make something and I bring everything back,
Mhm.
my equipment sits in boxes for a day or two,
Oh yeah, I get you.
and like a week or two.
Mhm.
And so I have the bad. So I have it on my computer, and I messed around with it like the whole night,
Mhm.
but I didn't really make anything good. It was more just like figuring out like the intricacies,
Okay.
Made like 2 shitty tracks to leave them immediately,
Got it.
but I'm very excited about it. It's fucking awesome.
Good. I can't wait to see what
Music.
you make with that. It'll be fun.
Hell yeah. Some
It's
bangers.
gonna be similar but better horns. Is my
That's good. Yeah, no, those old horns suck.
dude. It has 0 like options, man. It sucked.
Hey, that's what happens when you upgrade. Now you're living a good life, the best life, your best furry, you little soulless cat eye life.
What are you guys talking about? The audio program.
Yeah.
For
I was
those of
working
you who don't know, it's an audio program. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I was telling the cast.
He's letting people
Because
know
nobody
that-
is gonna know what that is.
People
Oh,
who don't-
okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that is called a DAW, a digital audio wave maker. It also is known as
Workstation.
Ableton 11. Wave maker.
Workstation.
Wave maker.
Workstation.
Wave maker. I like
Digital
this.
audio workstation. I swear to God, I'm going right now. I'm doing this.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
I
was
Googled
actually
it.
I was ready to believe you. It was more of like I enjoyed the way you said it. Like like hoot nanny, hold down, hoot nanny, hold down.
FL Studio.
Yeah, FL Studio, Fruity Loops. Oh wait,
Fruity
that's
Loops.
Jesus Christ.
Wow,
I was
man.
about to say, Johnny.
That's
I was
the
about
one
to
I
say.
did because I wanted to imitate Bass Hunter when I first heard him. I'm like, I can't do this shit. I'm not a music writer. No.
What did you play one on TV?
Did you?
What? I don't get it.
Sorry, old reference.
Old reference.
Okay.
Old game is
Board
well.
reference.
Look at him. Look at him. Just shamelessly doing that. How have you been, Sniffles? What have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Let's see. What's it? I actually wrote down some things that have been interesting. So
He has a
last
diary.
week, yeah, this helps me with ADHD. So last week I
Called
inhaled
a dream journal.
a medium pizza, because I found this place down the street that made New York style, and I'm like, fuck, I haven't had any good pizza since I left New York, and when I came back from New York in what the fuck is that month called? April. I'm high right now. So
what is that month
anyway,
called? What is that fucking month?
I forgot, but I went there for like
What
a week.
are months?
I got to be an American, Statue of Liberty, 9/11 place. Fuck
You mean
yeah! But I came
tourist?
back.
No,
Shut-
we can't say 9/11 and fuck yeah right after it.
No,
Donnie,
that's not
Donnie,
right.
when is it okay? All right, it's been over like 10 years.
That's not what I
11
meant.
years.
No, it just
That's not what I meant.
That was
Oh my God.
Jesus.
I always get emotional around that day, so yeah, that's not what I meant.
Did you
That's like a
say-
racist guy saying I got a friend who's black, man.
Hey,
I
did you
do.
cry this past 9/11?
No, but it's touching because I remember what I felt when I went to the site. But that's not what I'm talking about. I had amazing pizza out there. Joe's Pizza. It's the best pizza I've ever had. So
Joe's Pizza.
I came here.
Only Joe's.
When I came back that same week, I tried Domino's, spit it out. It was the worst. I'm like, I can't eat this shit anymore. I can't eat just random delivery for like, a $6 pizza. Go down the street, find this place called Omar's. I eat one slice, and then I eat 5 more in one sitting because it was fucking delicious. And the last time I ate pizza that quickly, it was a bigger pizza. I was hanging out with you, John, at Justin's house, Tehachapi. I smoked a bong for the first time. I was fucking faded beyond all comparison, and I inhaled that large cheeseburger flake pizza from Hungry Howie's. Hungry Howie's.
Domino's.
No, it was Hungry Howie's. That's what they
Domino's,
always
Justin-
buy out there.
Domino's, because Justin worked at Domino's at that time.
It was Hungry Howie's because that's what they eat in
Hungry
Tehachapi.
Howie's.
And you can ask him. He's on Discord, but you can ask. It was cheeseburger. You don't have that flavor at Domino's. You have that at Hungry
You make
Howie's.
it
Actually, they do.
yourself. Yes, you do.
They do. They do.
No, it was Hungry Howie's because they had a yellow box. Anyway, I ate the whole fucking thing, and he was like, "What the fuck happened to the pizza?" I'm like, "I ate it." He's like, "Okay, I'll order another one."
Let us
So, yeah.
let us not forget that he did this in his underwear as well.
I was not in my underwear. It was cold as fuck. Why the hell would I be in my underwear?
I don't know.
We
You're
went
the
there
one
in
who came
April.
down Your underwear.
Down. I was downstairs the whole time.
I don't know
You
about
were
the
remembering
whole
this
time.
wrong. You're remembering this wrong.
I think I'm remembering it right. I'm thinking
No.
you remember it wrong.
No, dude. I
Like I
wasn't
was
there
saying,
with
right?
you.
Trump.
What?
He said Trump.
What?
He's
Deep
trying.
conversation.
He's
101.
trying.
How?
That's all I was
There's a
trying to
turtle
do.
in here. No, but yeah, no, I wasn't with you in the hot months. So when we went up there, it was cold as shit in April. So I was wearing winter gear. I wouldn't be going to sleep in just underwear in winter. The fuck?
I remember him coming down telling me this music sounds amazing in his
Okay.
underwear
Okay.
and his tank
That's
top.
not. I'm not talking about that one. You're okay. You're talking about the party. I'm talking about when you, me, and Justin went to his other house, not his big mansion. When he moved out of there, the smaller one, and I
Oh,
think
when you lived in
Victor
the
was there.
apartment, you mean? With
Yeah, there you
Tyler.
go. The apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the moment I got high off a bong and ate the pizza.
Oh, that was back when he
Ugh.
was telling us about Conan Exiles and how much he thought that game.
Yeah, and then I bought it and he stopped playing. And I'm like, fuck you. And then people did that to me with PUBG and other things. I'm like, why do I? This is why I don't buy shit when people recommend it, because they're never going to play with me.
Hey man,
Damn, Mr. Final Fantasy 14 that hasn't played with me yet. Bitch.
I've been working 2 jobs. What do you want me to do? To
So
not
many
sleep all night?
excuses.
7 days a week? I don't think so.
The other 2 days I'm doing other stuff.
Yeah, like fixing your bucket, which is
What bucket?
your car. You said you were
No.
fixing your car.
Not my car, Chris's car.
Yeah, bucket. Okay, yeah. Once it gets an injury,
Anyways.
it's a bucket.
No, it does. No, it isn't.
Anyway,
That is horribly untrue. Even
Well-
some crashes, cars don't become buckets after one fucking crash.
But
Sometimes
they
they're
do.
salvage, yeah. They become a salvage title, but it doesn't mean they're a bucket. Bucket implies that the car is.
No, Johnny.
garbage.
Now you're wrong. If you're a salvage title, you're a bucket.
I don't know, man. There are some salvage
I
titles
agree.
that work perfectly fine because they get worked on correctly. They're just
I have
called salvage
cream-
because they get when they get crushed or destroyed, they just get hurt in a way that insurance is just like the car is not salvageable. You can choose to keep it and fix it, but they typically try to push you to. What are you doing? Are you looking?
I don't know.
Are you a product promoter now? Are we
Fuck
promoting
yeah,
these
dude!
things
I
now?
got
What the fuck?
creatine and I got fucking essential amino acids. Shit, this is what I put in my.
Essential.
Yeah,
Careful, he's
and
gonna
then
start showing off his fleshlight collection.
that's
I
in
knew it.
there. That's up there, and then I have a hydration powder, and then I have vegetable powder.
Why is that in the same conversation?
Why? Oh,
Hey, you
it's-
need to be hydrated when you're, doing.
Use it
Dude,
less
you
right?
do because you lose water when you ski. And then
Can we start skiing on the internet?
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
All right, cool. I don't care
I
anyway.
think so.
When you run out of water, then you're just gonna have powder. It's gonna go. You don't want that to happen.
What are you, 1,000 years old? What did
Yeah,
this turn into?
dude.
Does that surprise you, Johnny?
Huh?
Does that surprise you?
Kind of.
Does it fear you?
No, I think I fear it more than it fears me.
That's
Oh,
probably
no.
true.
Oh my god. So
Oh,
wait.
man.
You were talking about the pizza, New York pizza. You were so happy.
Yeah.
about
So
it.
I ate it, and I'm like, it was so fucking
That was a good derail.
delicious.
That was pretty long.
And I'm like, oh my god, I never want to have normal delivery pizza again. I want to keep looking for other types because I've never had deep dish either.
What?
I've only
You
had.
should
I've
go to
only had.
Rances.
Sure. No, but this whole pizza thing, I talked to, Uncle, and he told me he did some research on Joe's Pizza, because Joe's Pizza is the one from Spider-Man, where he's delivering pizza, and that's in New York.
Yeah.
So that's the best pizza I've ever had. Now, the story is there were two people named Joe. There was like Tony something from Italy who came over here to make pizza, but he had to hire a
Anno?
pizza chef. And the pizza chef was named Giuseppe. Giuseppe married his daughter, Tony's daughter, and then they had
married who?
and then those two had a divorce. Tony was pissed at Giuseppe. Giuseppe came over to L.A., made fucking pizza chain out here called Joe's Pizza, and Joe over there
I
sued
love
him.
Joe's
He's
Pizza.
like,
No, I was wondering if it's the same spot. That's awesome.
he's like, you can't use my name, and so, he called it Joe's Pizzeria, but now he had to change it to just Pizza. So Pizzeria is in New York, but the pizza chef, his is over here, Joe's Pizza. So there's one in Santa
Dude.
Monica and L.A. I have to try that.
Seger.
What?
North Hollywood, Whitsett, and Magnolia. I used to work right next to it. I love that spot.
Hey,
What's that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Remember when I did the brunch spot, Johnny? The Harvest Moon, right next to it, Joe's Pizza.
Whitsett and Magnolia?
Deep Valley. I believe Magnolia. Magnolia might be wrong, but it's definitely on Whitsett, and it's definitely next. Look up Harvest Moon and Joe's Pizza. Like it's right there.
I came there once, right?
I think so.
Not the one in shoot, what is that place called? Oh crap. No, not the one over near like Lancashire near the McDonald's, right? That was off down like Riverside or whatever.
No, that's the Italian joint.
Oh, okay.
This was
But
it was on just
I don't know. But I gotta try it because he's the guy who made the original recipe. So it
Well, it's
must
like-
taste equally.
it's
as
not
good.
far from where we live. It's very close.
Equally.
It's closer. It's closer for Seger to get to than it is for me. But
Yeah, it is.
you should go. You could go. You guys could go get
If-
Joe's Pizza.
I forgot you don't live by here, Johnny. I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah, but
okay.
I don't have time to drive an hour and a half
Oh
in traffic
sure. Oh sure.
through LA.
All
I
of
don't.
a sudden. It's in
You
North
know-
Hollywood. It's not an hour and a half from where
I
you
don't.
are.
That's
It's
a
like
fucking hour and a
40
half for
it's like
me.
30 minutes, 40 minutes tops.
That's an hour and a half. I'm not going any further. I don't want to drive. No,
I don't
want
wanna
to
wait.
Another time, okay?
So
So
I have one question about this Joe's Pizza thing. Is it
Yeah, go ahead.
authentic? Is it authentic? Authentic?
Yeah.
Like, does he
Yeah.
get his water delivered from the 5 boroughs to make the pizza?
That's bagels,
Because
Johnny.
New
Johnny,
Yorkers
that's-
say that the
that's
pizza
bagels.
makes it. The pizza makes
Johnny.
the bread.
That's bagels.
I've
No,
heard the same
Joe's-
thing about pizza too. Apparently,
If
the
you look
water
on Yelp-
makes the dough taste different.
if you look on Yelp,
What?
Joe's Pizza
Oh,
in New
it's,
York,
'cause it's hard water, Johnny. It's
New
the metal
York is-
content. Real talk.
it's the best pizza in New York. So yeah, and that's New York style.
We never said
Big
it was
slice,
healthy.
fold it in half. It's legit. Ask any New Yorker.
What kind of weirdos fold their pizza in half?
They
I
fucking
eat
do
pizza
because
like
I
a
went over
normal
there.
fucking person.
If you fold your pizza, that means you got a thick ass slice, Johnny. Ain't not a damn thing wrong with that.
I would eat it
Yeah, but-
flat. I would eat it
Yeah,
flat
but that
like a normal
at
person.
my argument at that point is just eat a fucking calzone if you're just folding it.
Yeah, if you're
it's the
folding
same
it, you're
thing.
eating a fucking pizza
No, it's
sandwich.
not. It is not the same
That's what
thing
I
at
told
all.
my friend out there. I'm like, why do you guys fold? Like, that's what makes it New York pizza. It's thin, actual thin crust, not like
Yes,
glazed
that's
shitty pizza. It's soft and foldable. Like I didn't like eating pizza that way growing up. It was weird. So yeah.
The act of folding it does not make it pizza. To be able to fold it is the thin. You're right. It is a thin dough. It is a extra spun thin dough, elastic, so it doesn't fucking break.
Oh yeah.
And that's the style of it. It has that fucking greasy ass shit. So the oil in that bitch comes out because it's fucking thin.
So good.
It's delicious. Yeah, not damn thing wrong with it.
And that's the only thin crust I would eat. Hey, I tried Blaze Pizza once. It was disgusting.
I bet
Worst
you if we
pizza
got
I ever
New York
had.
water and you made Blaze Pizza with it, you'd be fine with it.
That's not how that works.
No, because glazed pizza, if I remember right, that's actually more of a different type of Italian basically style, different province, and they do have the crispy shit. It's Roman. There you go, Roman Italian.
Oh.
Okay.
I work at a similar spot as well.
Oh.
You sound so uninterested, John.
How do I sound uninterested? That's awesome.
You're
That's
just-
fucking
you're
cool.
just
The
like,
Romans
oh.
made pizza. That's fucking great.
Yep, you could have
No,
added
I mean,
that, but you were just like,
pizza. Pizza.
You could have had Roman pizza at one point
Pizza?
in history. Something authentic from
Pizza.
the freaking stone cobbler's house. His wife made it
Spanish
all
pizza?
day,
Stone
slaving
cobbler?
over. Yes.
Your ignorance is astounding,
Who?
Johnny.
Cobblestone or stone cobbler? What's the difference?
That's not.
A cobbler is a pie.
Yeah.
Wait, hold
or,
on. No.
or a shoemaker.
There's a stone.
Yeah.
There are stone cobblers. There has to be.
No, there are stone cobbles, but you're either
Yeah,
cobbling your shoes
cobblestone.
or
is a type of- It's
The
a
stone
type of
cobbles works
flooring
well.
outside.
Let's see
Cobblestone
here.
is
Let's
what I found in
see.
Europe.
Let's see what the Googs has to say about this. How dumb
Skynet?
am I?
Huge.
How dumb am I, Skynet? Let's find out.
Very. It's not Skynet.
Well, there's definitely businesses called Stone Cobbler.
Yeah.
There's the Stone Cobblers.
Can I cobble you?
You could.
Would it work?
Probably.
What do you here? I got a better way to do it. What do you call
What?
a person who? How
A
would you even
mason.
say that?
You're talking about a mason, someone who cuts
Yeah,
stones.
mason. Yeah.
Cobblestone
Stone
is-
mason, you dummy.
Johnny,
Cobblestoner.
cobblestone is a type of pavement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cobbler is someone who makes shoes or a type of pie.
Yeah.
Couldn't a cobbler make cobblestone?
No.
No, a cobbler is the name of a shoemaker.
That's like asking a blacksmith to make a fucking wooden door. It doesn't work that way.
Well,
One
What?
is for
I-
blacksmithing, one's for wood
I mean,
smithing,
mm,
lumberjack, whatever the fuck they want to do.
they're called.
I get what you're trying to
carpenters.
say.
There you go. That fucking word.
lumberjack?
I don't know.
Well, maybe he has a side job.
I don't know. Whatever. Stone cobblers aren't real.
If you want to be,
Sue
if
me.
you want to be more weaponsmith and armor smith, more specialist in the blacksmith category. But that's not the same.
That's
So,
not.
yeah.
You're close. I get what you're trying to say. It's not the perfect
Yeah.
metaphor, but no metaphor is.
No, it's not.
There's no idiom that could cover this instance.
There's an idiot though, and he's right here.
Yeah, you got a pink background.
Is it pink?
What
It
do
is.
you think it is? Curiously, because I know what color.
I can't. I'm not gonna see it.
It's fuchsia.
Yeah, that's like peach. That's flesh-colored crayon.
I wonder.
The most
if it
racist
doesn't-
crayon of all.
What if I do this?
Dick colored crayon.
There
Okay.
we go. That's what.
That's fuchsia.
That's better.
Punk.
That's what I was going for.
Anyway,
I
so
like
yeah, that was the pizza story.
No,
What
you
else?
I remember
apparently
pizza.
have a list of stories.
Well, not really stories, just shit that like I noticed that I was like, what the fuck? Like it took me out of the norm this week. Like we got this new person at work earlier this week,
Mhm.
and she poked her head in while I was busy, and she's like, "Hey, can you show me to such and such?" I'm like, "Okay, yeah, go just
I've
down
seen that
there."
photo.
And then I'm like, "Okay, cool." I'm like, "Let me get back to work. Don't talk to me."
Yeah.
And then I go back into my room, and I'm like, "Where the fuck is my chair?" And I saw her like pulling the chair out, and I'm like,
Jesus.
Who the fuck comes to work on the first day, walks into an office with a door open, with a chair at a desk, with clearly someone's shit there, and takes the chair and puts it in her place? I had to walk over there, and I'm like, "Excuse me, I think you took my chair." She's like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry." I took it back, and I gave her a shitty one. I don't give a fuck. You don't fucking do that. That's not how that works.
She was probably being trained, and she needed somewhere to sit.
Throw down?
The person who trained her was probably like, "Yo, just grab that chair."
It's sitting at my fucking desk. You don't take it. There were 2 chairs. I didn't mention it. There were 2 chairs behind me against the wall. She could have took, but she didn't.
Were they rolling chairs? Were they easy?
Yeah. Yeah, they were just extras that are stashed in my room because I have a big room. She didn't take it. I gave her one after I got my chair back. Like, because those chairs are broken. So
maybe that's why he told her, whoever was training her, not to use the chairs because they were broken. He's like, "Oh, just take this chair."
No, they didn't know that. I know that. I don't tell anybody they're broken. They can figure that out later. Not my problem.
You really should. You're the reason you're the person in the office that makes things more difficult for everyone else who has to be a support role.
No, it's the other way around. People make shit difficult for me because they're stupid.
Tell them that the chairs are fucking broken. I
swear but they're not going to replace it.
Every day in that damn office, I have to fix somebody's computer who's like, "Oh, something's wrong. There's nothing printing. Something's not connecting. I can't open up this fucking Excel sheet. This is this." And they
asked me that too because I know computer shit.
I have to sit there, stare them in the face, and treat them like they're important and say, "Yes, I'll fix it." When the fix was, you didn't click one more fucking prompt. That's it. You just had to click OK. You had to click OK. You had to plug your network cable in. You literally had the tiniest job and you couldn't fulfill that job, and I had to do it for you.
Again, I'm not that person. I have to fix everything at work. I just do that in spite of these stupid people because they piss me off.
Don't you have an IT person that can do these things for you?
Yes, I do, but that's not the only thing I help people out with. I work with 2 other people in my mail department, and they're stupid, and I have to report to my supervisor every day how many times they fuck up because they are destroying the machine I use daily to scan the papers in at 600 DPI, and she doesn't punish them. So I kind of have to get on her ass and be like, "Why aren't you fucking saying anything? Like,
how are they
come on, I will report you to HR."
Hey, Seger, I propose this to the court. Maybe she doesn't say anything because you bitch about it every day.
Because it shouldn't happen every day. If I write it on the fucking wall, if I make the fucking protocol and system so it works flawlessly when I do it, it should work like that for everyone. It's called rules.
Not everyone is as perfect as you are.
I don't fucking care. If you've had a year to work at this job, you should be as perfect as me. It's that simple. If you are trained to do a job and you can't fucking do it right, and I trained you, get the fuck out of here. I will hate you forever. You've had 1 year to be as good as me. If you can't do that, you should be fired. It's that simple. It's not hard.
He set himself as the minimum bar. He is the bar to beat. That's fucking awesome.
It is. It's really not hard to do anything I tell them to do, but they forget. And I'm like, I have ADHD. I have trouble remembering lots of shit. How is this hard for your stupid ass? And I'm like, oh, he's 10 years younger than me. He's a fucking moron. Anyway.
How are you this old already?
Huh? What?
How are you this old already? You sound like you're fucking...
I hate it.
You're going to be in like True Grit... No. What is it? Gran Torino 2. All right, you're going to be
Gran Torino 2? Oh my god.
Sure, I'm okay with that.
What is this? Gran Torino 2 Revenge of the Asians?
Yeah, sure. 2 Asian, 2 Furious.
2 Asian.
No, but Gran Torino to the streets.
My point is, I know nobody can be as perfect as me, but if you keep doing the same mistake every single day for months, there's something fucking wrong with you. Even if the other coworker and the supervisor tells you you're doing it wrong and you just can't remember, there's something fucking wrong and you gotta be punished. You can't keep making the same mistake and get away with it. That's not how it works with jobs.
Well, then why is it happening?
Yeah.
Because he's stupid. He's 10 years younger than me, and he can't fucking perform properly. I was stupid when I was his age, so I know what it's like. I couldn't do everything perfectly because I wasn't paying attention half the time. He's either looking at his fucking phone, which he's been reported on.
I want to bring to the jury's notice that this person thinks that they are perfect.
Yep. When you give me a job and you're paying me, I will be fucking perfect. If you're not paying me, I don't give a shit.
Do you think?
I think he believes it.
Again, John, if you have somebody incorrectly package something every day for you, are you going to fire them? And you've been doing this for months, and they just keep fucking up.
Shit.
You're not going to
check
fire
this out.
them?
Tony, he technically is right, but he is acting under the false presumption of that shit works.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, it does work because I made the procedures, so it worked when I did it. It's not working when he's doing it for some reason. I'm like, I can't make this any simpler.
I'm coming out of the assumption that your procedure works good, and I'm gonna get that out of the way to say it first. The mental assumption is this: that your bad it works fine. There is still the possibility that it works perfect for you, not other people. It is not perfect. Everyone thinks differently. There's just different systems. There's a margin of error there. I don't actually think it's the problem here. That's not where my main argument is coming from. But I'm saying it is a normal possibility that it could work perfect for you, and it could also not be entirely. They're all retarded. You know what I mean? There are different methods of mentality.
It's definitely the latter because these problems aren't just a problem for me. It's a problem for the company because when I catch the error, if I didn't catch the error, we could be in trouble. The company could be in trouble. So if you're making that kind of mistake, you should be fired.
What kind of
trouble? Okay, so let me explain what I do on a daily basis. We get the mail.
I'm saying this doesn't matter.
We open the mail.
Okay.
Okay. Usually what's in the mail is something called a health claim. This has your health information. Okay? You put that down a pile. If it doesn't have a health claim and it's a packet of papers, you flip through it to see if there's one in there because usually a provider will send us mail. They will hide it inside, either in the back or in the middle. This fucker never flips through the pages. So if it gets sent into the computer and sent to the third party and they scan it, the papers will be out of order and will be audited, which has happened several times, and I wasn't the cause of it. It was him. So my first rule, flip through the pages. Second rule, remove the fucking staple. If you leave the staple in there, it's going to run through my machine and it's going to rip apart, and I have to tape it together, and it's also going to fuck up the wheels in the machine, which it already has. The other thing, stamp every claim. We have to stamp it for accountability, showing we received it on this day. If we don't do that, we cannot prove logically that we had it on said day, even if it is generated via computer file. A physical stamp must be placed on each claim, and he doesn't fucking do that. He doesn't fucking do that. And another thing with the claim being not in the pages, if you can't find it and it's just a packet of paper with no claim, we have to look up said claim, print it out, signature, yes, we printed it, this is the right one. A lot of the time that we got in trouble was because there were two variations of the same information. You can't have that. You can't have our version and the provider's version. It has to be provider's version unless they don't give us one. And so he would fuck up in that. This is shit that had my supervisor come down on us. And I can't point the finger because I don't have a position of power. So if you're fucking up like this on the daily...
I need to interrupt right there. You can totally point the fucking finger. What is fucking wrong with you? If
I can't harp at somebody.
You just sit there and be like, this fucker did it. I do
that
shit all the time.
I do
that shit all the time.
I tell that to my supervisor. I can't tell him directly, stop fucking up, because it'll be taken as aggressive.
So?
And other people will take it out of context. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm going to go directly to the supervisor because that's what you're supposed to do. This isn't me solving the issue that way. She should be doing it because she's the fucking boss. I'm not the boss. I don't have that responsibility. So I'm not going to do that.
As a person in a position of management,
he wanted to say power. He wanted to say power. You can see it in his eyes.
No. Because I'm not full time at where I work, so I don't have power. I just tell people how to do things, and when to do it, and if they don't, I'm just like, oh well, hey, this person did this person did that. You guys go do what you need to do with it. People that work together can call each other out on their shit, and like I guarantee you, 85 to like 90% of the time, it's gonna do 1,000 times more shit for that person to make them a better worker than it is to go to the supervisor and sound like a fucking Karen and bitch about it.
That's not a Karen though, because I'm not entitled. If I was entitled, I'd go in his ear and be like, "Hey,
hold on,
sir, a sense of entitlement can be earned or no. That doesn't matter."
That's true. It's the fact that you're skipping them. Like, you know how like when you go to talk to your boss or whatever, you can't jump your boss in the hierarchy to talk to the person above them unless they deliberately blow you off, or the chain of command has to be broken because your things are not.
No, I get that. Yeah.
As a worker at the ground level, from how you're explaining it, talking to your coworker is gonna do more work for you than talking to your supervisor. Because your supervisor, I guarantee you, has more important shit to deal with than your dumb fucking shit.
Not when mine is actually very important. Because if it wasn't important, we wouldn't have fucking meetings about it. It's the most basic, but it's the most important because if we're behind by a day, it's a fucking problem. So yes,
Seger,
it is
you're
very important.
correct, but the problem is human nature. The way you are coming about it, I can, if I've been meeting this person, most human nature of management that I've known and been, they're going to start blowing you off because of that jump you are doing. Essentially, Johnny is right in the sense of you should try a simple communication, not even aggressively. I mean, I know you, so it's going to be aggressive, and that's fine. If one time it doesn't work, and you know better of yourself, don't ever go back for round 2, then go ahead.
Yeah.
Skipping that first step is an actual thing that could work for loop.
I have addressed him once before. No, sorry, twice before in the past. And then I'll do it was straight on, it was totally normal and professional. And then I did it again through a series of pasting the fucking rules on the wall and highlighting points and be like, look right here. And then I made sticky notes.
How are you so passive? You're not passive at all. But you
are passive because it's not my fucking problem.
Apparently it is because you're so
angry. You're making it your problem.
But I'm not in charge of him.
You're not maybe not realizing it, but you are totally making it your problem. Holy shit!
Because it's pissing me off. I can't do anything about it because I don't have any power. I can't do anything.
One thing. One thing, I'll let it go. One thing, I'm done. Seger, I feel we are similar in some ways. Yeah. When someone ever claims I'm passive aggressive, I say no, I'm just aggressive. You need to own that. The passive aggressiveness that you are doing is hurting you.
I'm passive aggressive because the last time I got aggressive, I almost got fucking fired. So I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again.
There's a fine line that is very plain today.
Oh, by aggressive, I don't mean hit a motherfucker either. Just to make that clear.
I've either almost gotten fired or I almost got shanked because I was working with the wrong people, and I'm not talking about that job. So no, I'm not doing that. I'm there to fucking work, do my job, and go the fuck home. I'm not here to police people.
Why I fucking
have to? Because
why posting notes?
It's a problem if it's interrupting my work, which it is all the time. And I'm not going to get chummy with him because he's a bitch.
Have you tried doing this? And this is like my last ditch effort in any type of instance where this happens. Okay. Everything's been tried. People aren't doing whatever, blah, 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 blah. Talk to the person above. They're not doing anything about it, blah, blah, blah. It typically doesn't happen in our field. But if that happens to be the case, at that point in time, I just let the person fuck up. Because the only way they're going to learn is by fucking up. And when something bad happens, you're just going to be like, I told them a bunch of times, and I'm not here to babysit them. So they made the thing is on them, not me.
He won't get caught fucking up as long as I'm present because I'm the last person everything gets to. So it's my job to fix the fuck ups.
No.
When I was sitting, no. I have to. If I don't fix the fuck up, I'm fired. That's what I'm talking about. That's like sending off the movie to an editor to fix everything. If he doesn't do it, the movie's fucked.
That's a bad analogy. You don't need an analogy. Your analogy sucked, but I get what you're saying.
At that moment, when you get there and say, hey, this is fucked up, I think that's the point in time when you're actually supposed to go to your supervisor, say, hey, can you come here?
That's what I do, but she's so fucking busy, she can't do anything.
You just say, come here, can you help me with this? And when that happens, be like, okay, you don't know what to do, all right. Then you go above her and be like, hey, we tried to figure this out, she couldn't figure it out, I'm not sure what.
How long is it? I don't need the help. I know what the fix is. I don't need her help to fix that.
You don't know what the fix is. Pretend you don't know what the fix is.
I'm not going to play idiot if I've been there for 1 fucking year. That's not going to work.
You've only been there for 1 fucking year. You don't
I'm 32 years old. If you have it took me 1 month to learn everything. So if I was 10 years younger, it wouldn't take that short of a time.
Which way do I go? This guy. Listen to him.
What?
It's all good, baby. Calm down. No, check this out. Not everyone is smart as you, baby. Come on, dog.
It's a fucking fact. We've all.
That's not the argument here. That's not the argument. No. In the fact of me being perfect and no one else can reach it.
That's not where I'm coming from at all.
Okay.
I'm coming from the vibe of I've been working in kitchens my whole life. It'll get there. Trust me. I start a job. I learn that bitch in less than a fucking day. People show up, learn that shit in a fucking month. Yeah. I had to learn through years of calming my angry ass down. Is that not everyone is going to pick things up as fast as me? It is not hubris or fucking humbleness. It is the man who does not know he is wise is but a fool. It is understanding.
He's also been there for a year, so there's no.
He's an idiot. Some people are just dumb. Facts.
That's what I said. That's what I said. He's stupid. He's 10 years younger than me and my other coworker who learns things quick as well. Because I call out the other coworker because I've known him since high school, and he's like, okay, and he stops fucking up.
Then
because he's my age.
Call out the other guy too.
It doesn't work. He's stupid.
Keep
I
doing
can't
it.
do anything
I
more.
actually-
Doing it.
No,
I feel like
it's
we've
not
been
my
on this
job.
way a little too long. We should move on, but I
Yeah,
do
we
actually.
should move on. This can't be the focus of the podcast, but
It already was,
we've been
baby.
doing this for 30 minutes.
This is literally the focus of this. This has become the
complaining.
tagline and the
Yay.
headset. This is the point.
Christ on the
Brooks's
cracker.
cat eyes have stare into the depth of the abyss in Seger's soul.
Oh, I'm very good at bitching, everyone, in case you didn't know. So just remember that.
So as we've all just previously learned,
He's the pitcher, I'm the pitcher.
talk to your coworkers. Try and make it work. When it doesn't work, just stop fucking trying and just do your job. Don't
Slash their tires, key their car, potato their exhaust pipe.
Don't
That's what
listen
you
to
should
him.
do if they don't listen to you.
don't listen to him. He's
And if people park too close, key their car.
Potato up his all time.
I've actually only keyed a car once because someone parked over the white
Keyed
line.
a car?
Yeah, I did because someone
That's
parked
a
over the
bitch
white
move.
line. I don't care
Man,
if I can't get
this is
into my
getting bigger by the
car.
minute.
yeah.
If I can't get into my car, then I'm gonna key your fucking car. You shouldn't park that close to me.
Could you have entered from the other side?
No, I was also blocked on that side. So I
Wait,
keyed
so
the
you
car.
keyed the car and just waited?
yeah,
No.
seriously.
Yeah, I can't. I went to go do something and I came back 30 minutes later and they were gone. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get in my car.
God.
I had no damage because people don't inspect their cars when they go back to it.
I mean,
That
just hop
or
in
they
and
didn't
leave.
realize that the person who's parked right next to them did it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Without
yeah.
seeing who did it.
Yeah,
I was-
they were
I
also
was-
parked in a reserve spot. So
No, fuck him. I'm not defending that guy. I don't fucking know that guy. I don't give a fuck about him.
exactly, I'm fine.
oh man.
I mean, I like the confidence, but whatever. Each his own.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. Well.
Ugh.
All right, so
it's good to have an insight
election.
into how you
Elections
feel.
coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, no.
Collections.
Yeah,
Elections
collections.
No,
Collect your nuts.
no,
for the Pornhub video of the year.
no.
Wow.
We're not talking about that.
What else? I'm rewatching Bleach.
Okay.
It's not really anything to talk. What?
No,
What?
no. He's right. Sniffles is right. This is not really anything to talk about. It's just Bleach.
No, I'm just like, yeah, I just rewatching Bleach. We already had an
Bleach
anime
has such
episode.
potential, Johnny. Like, I mean, you can hit on any one. Hot Topic did a number on them. It's true, but like, dude, it sucks, man, that the writer himself just like such a weak-willed person, man. Like, bail if you think your story's not going anywhere. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, finish your story. Don't just give up halfway through. Don't do it. Don't bust another Attack on Titan bullshit too. Fucking
Yeah.
just have medium ground of ass. Like the last
Yeah.
episode or chapter of Attack on Titan, Johnny, is the last 3 seasons of Bleach. Just weird middling.
I haven't seen it yet.
That is sucky. They went
I
back and
will
fixed that
follow-
last chapter a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
The problem was still there. The problem is not fixed. All they did was add a little more lore so that it didn't feel as empty
Yeah.
epilogue wise. But the issues that were the paramount issues with the way the story closed were there still.
Mm. Well, we're not making this a spoiler cast, so we won't talk about it anymore. But
Yeah, thank
I
you.
see what you're
Ooh.
saying. I see what you're saying.
Ichigo kills Aaron.
I knew it. I fucking
Yeah.
knew it.
Figured gets the
That
potential.
genre hopping son of a fucking ginger bitch.
So we
What?
should probably start thinking about Game of the Year stuff.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I mean,
Yeah, dude, it gets earlier every year. I get it. It's like Christmas, but come on.
Yeah, it's
hey,
like,
we're
yeah,
coming up
no.
close on end of the year stuff. It's
Black
time to
December?
start
It's not
sitting down and
December.
having these talks.
Black Friday, that's when we can start talking about it, and we'll have the
No,
main
Yeah.
later.
that's
I
too
second that.
late, dude.
2v1.
Too
2v1.
late.
Too bad.
Let us know in the comments. You know what? I want to know if I'm the
Are we gonna
outlier,
have comments?
I would love to
See,
know
you're out of my
that I'm
head.
the
I was gonna make a joke about that, right?
What?
I would love to know that I'm the outlier on this.
Let us know in the
That would
comments.
be no. But
Let us know in the comment.
Yeah, the one comment.
I honestly think that in general, a lot of people in the industry are starting to talk about Game of the Year stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure, man.
It
I
is
mean, I
not-
guarantee you, the
Yeah.
IGN started in January. That's on the fucking point.
Well,
Yeah.
that has to do with Elden Ring. That's just a whole different story. But
Oh, well played. That's not what I meant by it, but well played. I acknowledge that point. That's actually yeah. You made my shitty joke into like a real world thing, so well done. But yeah.
you know, they say you get better with practice, so I mean, I try.
Oh, speaking of game stuff, I saw the new trailer for Scorn, the new intro walkthrough. Did you guys see that? The horror game based
Yeah,
on
yeah.
H.R. Geiger and
Yeah.
Basinski.
Yeah, where you plug
Dude.
worms into your gun and shoot them at other
Oh my
worm
god, that shit is
amalgamated
trippy.
creatures? Triggers?
Yeah, and then you.
Blech. I think I just had
Oh,
a
shit.
stroke.
Everything's falling apart.
No, but that shit was creepy. Like, that's a different kind of horror. I don't know. It's fascinating because I like Basinski. He's like my favorite artist.
Mhm.
He creates like a lot of art where he accentuates bones, so it'll look like the bone is protruding out of like tissue and whatever. And he puts a lot of emphasis on that. And H.R. Geiger's the guy who did the fucking xenomorphs and everything. So seeing that art style is fucking creepy as shit because it's biopunk. I've never heard of that, but I guess that's a thing like cyberpunk, but it's biological stuff with
I
machinery.
like that. I like it. I know. Yeah. Biotech's the thing, biopunk. That's interesting. Like, I like it, but I do feel that's like I want to nitpick it because of the whole like weird things that become subgenres. Not the actual concept itself, but the naming process. So like steampunk was a thing because of the aesthetics of it, and now everything that's anything like I guess based on a certain technology vibe becomes something punk.
Yeah.
I don't want to nitpick the name, but I like the concept.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Biopunk just sounds weird.
It is. I've never heard that before.
Sounds like the name of it. Isn't that wasn't that a game with the fucking? No,
that was Biomutant. That was Biomutant.
Thank you. Somehow knowing what
that
the hell
game looked cool, and then I guess it didn't do well. I didn't buy it.
It sounds in theory, it sounds like a great game. On paper, it sounds.
It looked cool, initially, but
it looked cool. But if I remember, it just didn't feel complete, and it was also like very repetitive combat, and the story didn't actually.
They didn't have any dialogue either. Like it was just sounds, and then you just read the text. I think.
Oh, it's 2H.
I could be wrong.
But that's not like that. That's not something that's really like shouldn't hold back a game if it was written well. We had we had that poll about what's more important, story, gameplay, graphics.
Oh yeah, and story came.
It's the same thing about ass versus boobs.
Titties.
It doesn't matter which one you like more. Each one, if on a scale of 1 to 10, each one still has to hit a minimum of 1. If either one is at 0, it matters. Even if you're a tits guy, right? But the ass is at 0, that's still gonna matter to you. If it's a 1, it's fine. Tits can be, it's all about it. But you need to have at least that 1. You need the bare minimum. Otherwise, like what? She's flatter than a motherfucking like board, like a literal. You know what I'm saying? A 2x4. That don't work.
Somebody who would be into that.
Well, who? Someone likes wood?
No, the flatness.
I know it's a joke.
That was a good one.
John likes wood.
But like no, for real though.
What the fuck?
The metaphor actually works. In that context, Johnny, you need to have let's say stories what matters most. I saw the poll. So it's 10. You need to 10 in stories worth more than a 10 in graphics or a 10 in gameplay. But if you have a 0, but if you have a 0 in either of those categories, you're not going to like the game. If the game hits a 1, you're fine. If it hits a 0, it's not a good game. You're not going to enjoy it. Doesn't matter if that's the least favorite part. It's not going to work. So my point being that is that then the cost ratio to Biomutant, you know what I'm saying? Like for a $60 title in this day and age, a game that type of gameplay really was a 20, 30-year-old thing of just the text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It for a $60 game, like
it's not worth
it. Would you buy it on sale? There's another question. Would you?
No,
I could see it, but I'm saying like if out the door they priced it at 30 with the text only, that's done.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Evolve. Evolve's another great example. Evolve should never have been a $60 game. It's a great game. I love that game. $60, that's a ripoff.
Good concept. Yeah, it spawned different varieties.
It was the precursor to things like Dead by Daylight and games where you're 1v4 kind of.
The Predator game.
Dude, that game, that's funny.
What?
I wanted that game to be so much better.
Oh.
It was so glitchy, dude. It was so buggy. It was just not coded well.
Oof.
It felt bad. Like
it would be so much fun and then his ass.
I know I get the Predator shouldn't be invincible, but there's no fucking way that I should be able to stand there with 3 other people in a circle and just unload on a Predator and it just gets murdered.
That sucks.
Like we could not. It's not in the sense that we were doing enough damage to hurt it. Like that. That makes sense a little bit to me. But the part was where he was slashing at us and we were just taking hits like tanks and just not dying.
It's more than that. Also, it was like the fact of like you couldn't. it was so glitchy and laggy that like things would teleport things. You wouldn't be able to run through things. You would just be popping around. Like it was just too easy to see the motherfucker. There was like it was a game that could have been a lot better than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. No.
But I like Evolve as better example because Evolve was actually a great game.
Oh,
It just wasn't worth $60.
I never played it.
You know what I mean? It's such a slice of what it was. Great concept. I love it.
Mhm.
It was not a full enough game to be worth $60, and so that's why it kind of failed. It even people that loved the game, it just didn't sit right.
Yeah.
They had a little bit of expectation.
God, I remember buying it when it first came out too. I was so hyped for it. Everyone got it too. I think like everyone that we played with at the time got it.
For the most part, yeah, I remember like almost everybody having it. Yeah.
Yeah, and we played it for like 2 weeks, and that was it. Oh.
No, that's not true. But it was definitely longer rotation because like you guys got it, and I didn't get a PlayStation for like another 6 months until after the game came out. And we still played it sometimes. You know what I mean? And I remember playing it at. I guess my main person thinking that was Bugsy, and Bugsy will play things longer than you for a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true. It took a lot for me to get stuck on a game. Otherwise, I was like moving on to the next thing. It was very well done. Good.
I feel like his microphone is like from the Playboy Mansion or something. You know what I mean? He's got that Jeffrey looking microphone, yeah, fuzzy wall looking shit. You know?
Fuzzy wall. It's a fucking windscreen.
Just
What
a
the hell?
down the lane.
Yeah, no, he's just bloke from down the lane, ain't he? Who'd be scared of a Jeffrey?
Who'd be scared
Croak
of Jeffrey?
Toke.
Toke.
Speaking of video games, I was reminded. I wish midnight releases were a thing because I never got to experience a true one.
What?
I never did. Okay, so let me. So when I first did my first midnight release, I made the mistake of being out and about, and I went to a GameStop. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll pre-order fucking StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty. Okay. I get that shit, and I didn't know it had to be redeemed at that store. So I went to a mall. Which just had 10 people waiting in line. I'm like, oh, I got a poster. And then I texted people, and they're like, why the fuck did you buy it here? You could have gone to the GameStop outside, like in Hastings Ranch. I'm like, why? Because they always have like a taco truck and a party. I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, that's unfortunate. So, did you guys go to midnight releases? What were those like?
Plenty of midnight releases. My God, I was
lucky.
I did Assassin's Creed 3. I did Halo 3. I did ODST. I did 2 of the Brotherhood games.
Damn.
I did. Yeah, I think I was there. I was there for the midnight release of Arkham City too.
Wow.
And Black Flag.
What was it like? Like outside? Was it like party and shit?
It was cool. I mean, the Halo ones were way bigger. A lot of more. It's Halo, and back at that time, Halo was a massive thing. But even every time I went, I always saw people I knew, especially because we lived in that specific area in Burbank.
Yeah.
It was like I made friends. I was at that GameStop all the time, so I knew everyone that worked there. I knew the managers, the employees, the stalkers, everyone. So every time I showed up, and the people that weren't on shift for the midnight release showed up, I'd be like, "Oh, hey, what's up, dude?" Like,
that was before GameStop was awful too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was back when GameStop was still like pretty good.
It was still cool.
It still sucked ass for your trade-ins, but you had ways to make.
It wasn't as bad, and they accepted almost anything for trade-ins, so you could actually like do something with like 3 shitty games. You get a good game.
Oh
yeah.
You could you could buy a pre-owned game, like buy one of those like brand new games that somebody brought back for some reason, and just basically run back and forth with GameStop every week and swap out your games. I went through a massive library of PlayStation 3 games doing that. I was very poor.
I have all my games still. I can't sell them.
Why not?
You can sell them.
They're a part of me. I sold a video game one time, and I'm like, I'm never getting this game back.
You're selling yourself right now to the internet.
Yeah, but this is different. I'm not selling games. I'm not selling.
I love it.
I went on a journey on all my 360, PS2, GameCube, etc. games, and I will never forget them. I can't get rid of them.
What console's that?
Huh?
I've never heard of the etc. Is that a good system?
Yeah, it's. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so yeah, that's how it is. It's not in that room. It's actually over there.
Okay,
so.
I have a second.
What?
I have a follow-up to that. Is it actually stashed up in shelves, or do you have it in a box?
I have it in a box, but it's organized in a box. I can't have it in a shelf. There's no fucking room to put it in a shelf, so I put it in the fucking shed in the bag. Okay, they're in their own boxes. You got the N64 one, the Super Nintendo one, the classic Super Nintendo one. Then you got N60. Oh, and then you have a PlayStation 2 one, and then you have a GameCube one, and then you have an Xbox one, Xbox 360 one, and then bada bing.
Literally, go
PS3's in
to
there as well as the
IKEA.
broken PS3
Go to
that I
IKEA
bought.
and buy a cheapo.
No, I don't have any room in here.
$60, $70
Oh,
shelf.
it's with you.
I don't have any room in here. Did you know? Oh, my first PS3. What?
What?
I'm naming fake IKEA furniture.
Oh,
The Schlitz
Oh,
Morgan.
the
My
Brindle.
Yes. The Brindle Hindle. The new Brindle Swindle.
The first PS3 I bought was fucked. I don't know if I ever said that
Ah.
because I bought it on eBay. Bad idea. And I
Okay,
tried to get the backwards compatible one at the time, and I thought I got the right SKU number
Yeah.
or whatever. It was wrong, and then I didn't see no returns. The CD drive didn't work, so I was able to download games. That's when I downloaded Resistance and Infamous, but then it died. So I'm just like, I never got to beat Infamous because I only owned the digital copy and I never bought it. And then I bought a PS3 Slim, and then yeah. So fuck buying electronics on eBay. They'll fuck you over.
No, that was
That's the
in that
most.
era. Yes, nowadays,
Yeah.
you know, eBay's like revolutionized a shit ton since then. I still would buy for somewhere else, but like back then, that shit was like the Wild West, dude. There was no way to verify shit.
So
Huge
bad.
box and shit.
Get your money back, it's gone. It still is similar in some respects.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's why I went with Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah, Bezos.
Everyone went with
Beezer,
Amazon. Our
BlackRock. I mean,
our
that's
glorified
different.
overlords now control everything we ship.
The one
Yes.
true king of America, Jeffrey Bezos.
Oh, I thought it was BlackRock and Vanguard, but that's different.
Oh my god.
Two
I
companies that
remember
own the
buying-
world.
I
And
remember,
it's money related.
I remember buying my first PS3 like I want to say like a few months before the PS4 came out, right?
Wow.
Because I bought it on Black Friday and I bought it with
Uh-huh.
what do you call it? I bought it. It was a bundle with Infamous 1 and 2. And it came with the DLCs, and I played I played through the whole thing, and that was like my setting off stone. Not my setting off stone for PlayStation in general, but my switch where I decided as a console gamer, I'm sticking with PlayStation over Xbox.
Yeah.
But that's the wrong era to do it. Xbox 360 beat picking PS3.
Well, no, but we had the Xbox 360 for so long. But once we got
Yeah.
closer to the end of the life cycle of the console, I decided to try out the PlayStation because I can't just sit on both sides. I can't sit on one side, call the other side.
But you
bad
just
without
did.
trying it. So I jumped over to PlayStation, tried it, and I liked PlayStation more.
I do too.
My
Because it
point-
had Blu-ray originally.
My point being, such was that the era of the PS3 to 360, the PS3 lost. The PS4 to
Yeah.
Xbox One, PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah.
Yes. But it's
Yeah.
interesting that your era of Switch was in the one the PlayStation was actually behind. That is all I'm trying to say.
I hear you. I think
It's
it had to do with the fact that a lot of the games that came out with Xbox tended to be shooters. Third person,
they're all
first person.
yes.
There were a
Yeah.
lot of multiplayer essence titles on the Xbox 360 that
That's
were
what's
great.
old.
They were amazing. It was some of the best,
Yeah, no,
some
you're
of
not
the
wrong.
best games we ever had. But
For
then
sure.
the thing it was missing was that narrative story driven experience.
They
And-
still had those, but they were usually like there was rarely a good crossover of both,
Yeah.
except for like the Halo games and like the first 3 Gears of War.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
Other than those two, narrative story and multiplayer didn't really go much together. It was either solo on your own or
Mhm.
shooting everything that moves.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, I played some amazing indie titles through the Xbox, Xbox Arcade. Like that was so good. That was where I actually started getting into more indie titles, things like Castle
I
Crash.
didn't play that at all.
Mark of the Ninja. What was
I
the
existed
other
up demos, dude. I literally played, dude, Xbox
Demos.
360 era demos.
one? Yeah.
There were some amazing ones. I remember ones
Oh,
I played for fucking hundreds of hours, man. Just the demo, amazing.
The
That is-
age,
Huh?
The age of demos was a glorious age.
Oh, what a time it was to be there, horse and buggies playing the demos.
Oh yeah.
Uh.
The one I remember the most is the PlayStation collection that they had. Volume
Huh.
2 PlayStation collection. It had the first Tomb Raider game on it. It had
Oh no way!
Parappa-
That game is so hard.
not the full one, just the first level, but it had that.
Yeah.
It had Parappa the Rappa 2. It had
I never played them.
was that? It had shit. What was that called? The one. I think it had a Gex game on it. I can't remember. It had a couple other games. It had an Armored Core demo on it.
Armored Core was
it
so good. The
it was
customization of those games, man.
All I'm saying is, if Blue Point's working on anything right now, it better be an Armored Core remake. And if nobody's working on an Armored Core remake, they need to start now.
I wish I got into that. I never got to play it.
It was the most badass.
I love
version
mech
of, like,
games.
Yeah.
I wish I got into it when I was old enough to
Right.
really get into the systems, man. It was like Mass Effect 1 level of like RPG item elements, like the fucking thousands upon thousands of variety, but like mixed in with like the 50 pieces that you put on your mech. It was like insane customization and optimization.
Okay. My mech game was Mech Warrior.
Can you
I
hear
still
me?
love those.
Your face
Yeah.
is telling me something's wrong. Okay.
We can hear you.
Are you okay, Seeker?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know if
fine.
he's okay, but he's
See it?
alive.
He's having like a crisis or something.
No, I don't have one of those yet.
I
You
don't
gotta
want
poop.
their commentary. I just
Yeah.
want to see the list of games again.
Mech Warrior.
Nah, the best demo ever, Mafia 2.
Never played that.
It was it's basically GTA set in the 50s, and like the Mafia 2 demo was just 15 minutes of free play. They gave you a whole giant chunk of map, and the soundtrack was amazing. All this amazing blues and old school radio. I would just drive around like doing gangsta shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for 15 minutes. It was amazing.
That's pretty cool.
The demo was huge.
Oh,
I would just kill cops.
well.
I can't find it. You know what else it had? It had that old Star Wars fighting game on it.
Mhm.
That really, really bad 3D one where you could
Oh, I
pick
know what you're
as
talking
Luke
about.
or Chewie
Yeah.
on. Yeah, dude.
This shit was whack.
What are we talking about?
I actually liked playing it, so fuck you.
Oh
It
god,
was
you're
super
weird.
fun.
Nah.
I wish I remembered which demo disc sampler that was. That shit was fucking cool. The PlayStation 1 demo discs were so fun.
Question.
Answer.
Beep.
That's how a podcast works, baby.
Wow.
Would you I don't know if this is possible,
But
but finding an emulator for Shadow Blade.
Oh, I
Streaming
totally
that.
could. Oh yeah, we totally could.
probably.
But I would
Streaming
rather
that.
legally
Yes.
get it from some place that's next to my house called Video Games.
A legal place that we could play
And
it
I
through the
could go
internet.
and
I
buy
could
it.
too. I don't fucking know what the laws are.
They actually do. No, I'm not shitting you right now. I'm being actual like serious. I went in there one day just to go look because I was like, oh, I haven't seen a brick and stone fucking video game store in so long. I walked in and they literally have a copy of Bushido Blade 2. Just sitting
Okay, but
That's awesome.
first off, I want to play the first one for the PlayStation 1 that we used to play.
there. That is the
Second
one we
off-
used to play.
We used to play 2? Okay,
Yeah, we used
I
to play
believe you.
2.
Second off, I mean something that, I mean, how would you play that without owning a PS1? Could you just put that on your computer?
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
you
yes,
can
because-
emulate it.
Exactly. I can
That's
get
not
it.
hard.
That's what I said when I was selected.
I can get an emulator, but then I legally own it, so I can actually legally emulate
Let's
it.
see. Bushido. This is like pre-Way of the Samurai.
Bro, this is better than Way of the Samurai.
Dude,
No.
no. This is the game. This is actually the game that is owned outside.
This is the most hardcore samurai game you'll ever play.
It really is. Seeger, just trust. Look it up first. Look it up. Tell me I'm wrong later. Tell me I'm wrong later. I'm telling you, people who hate video games know about this game.
Yeah.
This game broke genre. It broke fucking
You know
universe.
Tetris too.
That's not
Go on.
acceptable.
No.
No.
Give him a shot. Give him a shot. Go on, Seeger. Your point?
What are we talking about?
Exactly, motherfucker.
No,
Die on your own card.
I forgot what we were talking about.
I love you.
And I
What?
forgot that it's been about an hour now, so I think it's
Yeah,
about
it
time to wrap
has
up.
been. Oh well.
All right,
okay.
so
Next week.
Hillary Clinton.
Next week, I might have some embargo stuff that I can talk about on the Gamecast,
I don't
so
know what it
I'm
means,
super
but
excited.
okay.
Next week we'll have another long, arduous conversation about stuff. But you brought up
Hopefully less bitching. Yeah.
No. I'm totally fine with the bitching. It was great.
Damn
People are gonna sit around and listen to that for 30 minutes and be like, "This guy's dumb as."
They're
fuck."
gonna know. Yeah, fuck you. I am not. They will understand the black and white of my logic. Anyway, continue.
Leave it to a Karen to bring race into this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
Thanks.
dare them.
Thanks everyone for tuning in for the podcast.
I ended on
you.
that. Someone else said something
This
else.
was fun.
The last one.
We have enjoyed your company. If you would leave a comment, subscribe to the YouTube page.
Yes.
Rate us on the podcast service you use, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever.
And if you have any political beliefs, religion, theological, economic, don't hesitate. Put them in the comments. Start a
please
No,
war.
please don't. Please don't.
Please
I
don't.
swear to God.
Yeah, please don't. This has
God.
been another episode of the Kind of Funny
I
podcast.
swear, it's Flying
And-
Spaghetti Monster.
Yeah,
And
yes.
we're gonna end this before we start some sort of holy war. We
Noodle
need a crusade. That's Halfway Brooks 420. That's Seger. You can find them on Instagram at Seger VFX, Seger Plays, or Halfway Brooks 420. Until next time, folks. Thanks for tuning in and live life freely.
I'm so